congressman accuses Fulton County DA Fani Willis and her prosecution of Donald Trump of being part of a conspiracy to affect the next election, the 2024 presidential election. Channel 2's Richard Elliott live outside the Fulton County Courthouse tonight, where Richard just spoke with Willis about that interview with Congressman Jim Jordan.
And Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan and Fulton County DA Fani Willis have exchanged a lot of sharp letters over the past few months. Jordan is the chair of the House committee investigating Willis's prosecution of Donald Trump. Today, he flat out accused her of being part of a conspiracy to affect the upcoming presidential election.
Her case is the one that's politically motivated, and the American people can see it.
That's Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan talking about his investigation into Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's prosecution of former President Donald Trump and others. Trump is charged with conspiracy, racketeering, and election interference. Jordan and Willis have exchanged a series of sharp letters back and forth, Jordan demanding Willis turn over documents and Willis accusing him of obstructing a Georgia criminal proceeding. Tuesday, Jordan took his fight one step further, accusing Willis of conspiring with federal prosecutor Jack Smith and Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg to help Trump lose the 2024 election.
The real conspiracy, the real politics, is between Bragg, Smith, and Willis, all working together to impact the 2024 presidential race. And I think Americans have common sense. I think they can see it for what it is. That's what's going on here.
Jordan offered no proof of any conspiracy. We showed the interview to Willis in her office. Afterwards, she declined an on-camera interview, but about Jordan's accusations, she did say on the record, quote, "This ain't even worth my time." And as far as his committee issuing subpoenas to both Willis and former special prosecutor Nathan Wade, Jordan says anything is possible.
Everything's on the table. We haven't made those decisions yet, but we don't take any option off the table.
Of course she said it's not worth her time. Is there any surprise? Are you shocked at all that our girl, yes, we all love her, Cash Money G, the ultimate impediment to this upcoming 2024 election, going after Trump, really just going after fame, money, cash, G's. That's what she wants. She doesn't care about the people of Atlanta. She doesn't care about the people of Fulton County. But the reason I'm sharing this video is two things. Number one, Representative Jim Jordan, who I love. I know you love him too. He is such a stalwart of freedom, a champion for democracy and our great republic here in the United States of America. This is the first time ever on national television that he has called out Cash Money G for conspiring to interfere with the 2024 election. I did a bunch of videos and you heard the report there. They were going back and forth letters and awful, professionalism, unprofessionalism really by Cash Money G saying, I don't need to show you anything. This is ridiculous. And Jim Jordan just saying, hey, we are a judiciary committee. We asked you for documents. We asked you for specificities. We need to know where federal grant money is going. You're not being forthcoming. You're not being transparent. And she just goes back and forth. Oh, this is because I'm black. She uses the race card like she always does because she knows she's dirty. A-L-A-D, guilty. She's a lion-ass dog, and she's guilty. But there was never... This is a really bold statement. It's very audacious. It's one thing for me to say it as an independent media organization, but to have a ranking member of Congress go on the record and not only call out Cash Money G, but call out Letitia, Jack Smith, all of these sham indictments and trials against the former president is absolute powerhouse. It's huge. It puts Cash Money G on full, complete blast. And I hope the whole world watches this. That's why you need to share this out and tap that thumbs up. We need to spread the news. We need to make patriotism go viral. Let's do this, Nez Nation. You can do it. But that's the first thing. The second thing is check this out. Now Cash Money G is the subject of a second congressional investigation. This is absolutely huge. You've got a letter from the United States Senate basically asking the Justice Department of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. You can see here, this is written by, it's sent by Ranking Member Committee on the Budget, Charles E. Grassley, right there, and Ron Johnson, Ranking Member of the Subcommittee. I'm going to tell you everything about what this is. This is essentially twofold. Dear Mrs. Willis, the Justice Department Office of Juvenile Justice, OJJDP, within the Office of Justice Programs, awards federal grants to state and local communities to administer a variety of juvenile justice and child protection programs. They sent her money, everybody, so that she could actually put it toward, as she promised, actually put it toward child educational and child protection programs. But what did she do instead? She took her lover boy, Nathan American Pie Wade, to Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I'm gonna take you to prison, 15 to 20 years in prison. The Fulton County DA's office has received millions of dollars for law enforcement related programs. According to recent reports, the Fulton County DA may have misused funds from these grants to fund unrelated travel or the purchase of computers and, quote, get this, swag. Oh, I love this. We write today to request information connected to an OJJ DP grant and other federal grants to Fulton County. Wow, huge. Senators Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson sent this letter on Wednesday, that's today, demanding information related to whistleblower allegations that the embattled DA squandered federal grant funds to pay for computers and swag. This move comes amid an ongoing investigation into the same allegations that Jim Jordan filed in February. The House Judiciary Committee launched in February. Both the Senate and the House investigation center on these allegations by former Willis staffer Amanda Timpson, the whistleblower in the DA's office in Fani Willis's toxic workplace environment, who told the Free Beacon in January that she was fired shortly after warning Willis in November 2021 that her office was attempting to misappropriate $488,000 federal grant meant for the creation of a youth gang prevention center. Shame on you, Cash Money G. You stole money from kids so you and your lover boy philandering Wade, American Pie Wade, could go on a cruise to Aruba. Shame on you. I mean, have you no shame? Fulton County, are you listening? Atlanta, are you listening? Georgia, are you listening? So her office actually received the funds, but the center never opened. And the county-owned building meant to house it remains closed to the public. Quote, the apparent and significant discrepancy between the purpose of the federal award of taxpayer money and the actual use of that money raises alarms that it hasn't been used as Congress intended, end quote. Grassley and Johnson wrote in their letter to Cash Money G. Willis apparently dipped into grants to purchase computers, pay for travel. In 2020, the Justice Department granted the Atlanta Police Department $2 million to help clear its rape kit backlog. County records show Willis's office pulled nearly $13,000 from that grant to purchase computers and spent an additional $27,000 on airline, hotels, and car rentals. You dirty, rotten LAD. You're nothing but a lying-ass dog, Cash Money G, and we all got you now. You're busted. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Senator Grassley said Congress has the right to know where federal tax dollars are sent and how they're spent. These federal funds were intended to help vulnerable youth and support important law enforcement initiatives, but the Fulton County DA's office appears to have used them to fulfill their own. Is anybody shocked by this? Because I know I'm not. Let me know in the comments. Are you shocked by this? Give me a capital Y if this is a shock. Give me a capital N if you're not shocked at all like I am. He goes on to say any official who squanders taxpayer funds should be held accountable. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. I cannot agree anymore. There comes a time when you actually reap what you sow. If you sow misconduct, forensic misconduct, judicial ethic violations, impropriety, not only just the appearance of impropriety, but massive, clear as day, crystal ball impropriety, lies, perjury, felony, embezzlement, racketeering, all of the things that she claims that Trump did, she has done herself. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. And so, I'm going to keep you. You heard what Representative Jim Jordan said. He said, we might subpoena Cash Money G. no option is off the table. We haven't made that decision yet. We might actually subpoena her. So make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, because you know your boy Nez is going to keep you posted minute to minute, day by day, every single second of what's going on, because this is too big. We still have the appellate courts who are willing to hear, because our boy, the pit bull Sadow, actually got his interlocutory appeal granted by the Georgia State Appeals Court. So we got that. We got 2 judiciary investigations. She's got an election coming up, which a lot of people are saying is going to be tough for her. Holy macadamia nut. I can't wait. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, I try really, really hard, Nez Nation, to respond to all the comments, but it is physically impossible for me to do so. So I have to give priority to members who are paying monthly. It only costs you a cup of coffee to support the channel. You get all sorts of perks, badges next to your name, shout outs at live streams, access to our members only Discord. I mean, come on, we're all hanging out there having a good time, laughing, engaging, talking and communicating and really collaborating in ways that we can't on the channel. So consider becoming a member. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. Don't forget to subscribe to our free newsletter. It's free. A lot of you guys have been saying, hey, Nez, I get your messages all the time. Hey, Nez, I'm not getting notified when you go live. I'm not getting any notifications when you have new videos. This is your sure-proof, fail-safe way of never missing out. Become a Nez Nation Insider. It's our free newsletter. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. All you got to do, it's free. Just put in your email, click, you're in. We don't spam. We don't share your email with any third party. That is not the Nez Nation way. And that is your sure-proof way of getting all the latest, all the breaking news that mainstream media doesn't cover right to your inbox. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. As always, subscribe down there and follow. May God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.